After 22 long years of separation, Yaakov and Yosef finally reunite. And in this week's Parsha Vayechi, Yaakov tells Yosef that I'm going to give to you the town of Shechem, Asher lakachti miyad ha'amori, the town that I conquered from the Amorite people, b'charbi u'b'kashti, with my sword and with my bow. And although the simple understanding of the pasuk indicates that Yaakov conquered it in regular forms of battle that he waged, if you look at the Targum Onkelos, he translates the words of charbi and kashti as tzlosi uvausi, translated as my prayer and my plea. Where does Onkelos see to understand that the weapons that Yaakov employed in conquering Shechem were not in fact a sword and a bow, but different types of prayer? I'll share with you a brilliant insight from the Meshech Chochmah, where he describes that there are really two different tracks and two different forms of prayer. We have tefillah, we have prayer that is fixed, a text, a template that's handed down to us from the Anshe Knesset HaGadola, the Siddur, the Shemona Esrei that we know that we recite multiple times daily. And then we also have the opportunity to offer up our personal pleas and petitions in our own words that we craft using our own language. And he says that there's a fundamental difference between the two. When we utilize the form of prayer from the Anshe Knesset HaGadola, there's an inherent power and potency that exists. Whereas when we offer our personal prayers using our own language, there its effectiveness is to the extent that we put in proper kavanah. And he says that that alludes to the different forms of weaponry. A sword is inherently sharp. That's soloson. Those are the prayers that we use, the fixed prayers that are embedded with inherent potency from the Anshe Knesset HaGadola. Without so much extra effort, the sword is sharp, it will have its intended effect. Whereas a bow, that arrow will only shoot to the extent that we pull it back and we put in our own invested kavanah. And that's a reference to ba'uson. So they really are synonymous. The cher of the sword is tzloson, the siddur text, and the keshet, the bow, is a reference to tzloson, those personal petitions and pleas that we offer up using our own language. And I think that this message from the Meshech Chochmah in his appreciation and understanding of the Targum Onkelos has tremendous implications for us. We spend a good portion of our day davening, opening the Siddur. We should appreciate that it's real power. These are real weapons that we are utilizing. And to the extent that we have kavanah, whether it's by way of opening the Siddur or all the more so when we offer up our personal prayer to Hashem, then God willing, Hashem will answer our prayers. As we say, Eila v'arechev ve'eila basusim, they'll use chariots and different forms of military tactics to ensure their success. Va'anachnu, but us, b'shem Hashem Elokeinu nazkir, we'll call out to Hashem, we'll utilize this incredibly potent weapon of tefillah to achieve success and fulfill all of our goals. Wishing you all a wonderful Shabbos.